Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's come over here. Good morning, Lauren, Grant, April, Dennis, Shauna. It is fantastic to see you guys here today. We're going to be working with my I am cards today. These I am cards are full of positive affirmations, beautiful things that we can say about ourselves to really set us up for success today. And as I look at through the lives of the people who watch this show regularly, I recognize that each and every one of us is going from a success to a success. I just noticed these subtle changes in all of our lives. So thank you for being a part of this journey with me. We're going to have a great time today. We're going to pull a card off my deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. And what I would like for you to do is to say out loud, I am that affirmation. As we use the words I am, we invoke a deep sense of self. And as we just say these things and we get to hear them, we take this mental thought form out of our brains. We process it through our lips, and we create that incredible word. Words have tremendous power. They say that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. But honestly, I'd much rather have a stick and a stone than a word. Words hurt so much more. So we're going to be using words in a helpful way today. We're going to be using words as a bolster for who we are. So let's have some fun today by pulling a card and saying that today I am connected. I am connected. I cultivate meaningful relationships. So I am connected. I cultivate meaningful relationships. I cultivate a weird relationship where sometimes my software, or let's just move that over there. How's that work? Sometimes my software shoves my face behind my own card. This is the weirdest thing. My camera has not moved. It did it the other day too. But anyways, I am connected. I cultivate meaningful relationships. I'm going to cultivate a relationship with my webcam by just sort of like moving it over there. uh, that's awesome. But yeah, I am connected. I cultivate meaningful relationships. I'm going to write that down. I cultivate meaningful relationships. All right. So I am connected. I cultivate meaningful relationships. And I am writing that down in the comments. I see you guys are doing the same exact thing. It is so nice to just watch these comments. We, to watch these comments move around and just fly by so quickly. It is great to see all the folks who are here today. I love each and every one of you. And I feel like I have cultivated a meaningful relationship with all of you. We we have we all have our own history. And some of you guys I know more in passing, some of you guys I know very deeply. But all of you, I feel like I know on a spiritual level. I think that there's a spirit that unites us. There's a spirit of love that unites us all, and that it manifests itself through this, through this meeting that we do each and every day. And so I'm connected. I'm connected with you, and I cultivate meaningful relationships with you, and we all cultivate each other. What is cultivation really? Cultivation is usually in the context of a farmer cultivating a field. In order to cultivate a field, we take something that is dry, something that is barren, something that doesn't produce anything useful, and we just give it a little bit of love, care, attention. And as we give it that love, care, and attention, it starts to not only produce something useful for us, but also produce something useful for the world. Farmers don't grow crops just for themselves and their families. Farmers grow crops for thousands and thousands of people. And as we cultivate meaningful relationships together, we also are cultivating these relationships for thousands and thousands of people. There are countless millions who benefit from us being connected in ways great and small. And we know it's true because each of us has hundreds or even thousands of people that we interface with regularly. And as we cultivate meaningful relationships, as I have a better relationship with you, that allows me to show up in the world in a different way. And as the same exact thing happens with you. And so we are connected. And I've written that down in the comments. And I know you guys have written it in the comments too. And that's just super cool. So thank you for doing that. anyways. We are connected people. Each and every one of us is connected. And I chose a bridge for a visual, a visual metaphor for connectivity. A bridge can connect things over a chasm. If we were trying, if we wanted to walk through that little valley to get between the two places that bridge connects, it would probably take us hours to do it. We could walk across that bridge in 10 minutes. And the reason that the bridge stands up is because it's connected. I didn't just choose any kind of a bridge. I chose a girder bridge for this particular thing, an arch bridge that's made out of iron girders. And each and every one of those iron girders is strong in only one direction. So the engineering behind these kinds of bridges, arches are a very strong shape, but that arch is created by these straight lines, and those straight lines are very, very strong in compression and in tension. If we were to put a sideways force or a sideways pressure on any one of those, they would bend relatively easily. Like, I recognize that they're steel and they don't bend easy, but in the in the context of engineering a bridge, the compression, just straight pulling and pushing, they're very strong. And so it is with us when we're connected. We connect with other people, and the best way for us to connect with other people is to connect in ways that we are strong, to multiply our strength. And as we multiply our strengths together, we are able to really create something beautiful in this world. And when I look at all the things that I've been able to create with other people, they are indeed beautiful things. So the projects that I've done all by myself in the isolation of my house have, by and large, gone absolutely nowhere. And it's been hard for me to continue doing them because when we're doing things all by ourselves, we have to be our own cheerleader. And being our own cheerleader works well for a certain period of time, but not forever. Uh, but the projects that I've built in public, this one included, the Wake Up Call with Maui Paul included, have been profoundly life-changing for me. And I sincerely hope profoundly life-changing for the folks who watch it as well. So good morning to all the people who are here, and we are connected people. And so as we connect with each other, and as we connect with the folks who are around us, as we make connections in the business world, as we make connections in our personal lives, as we make connections, friendship connections and love connections, as we make all of these connections, we recognize that they're all meaningful, that each and every one of them has a purpose in our life, but also in the purpose of the lives of the people that we're connecting with. Some connections are long, some connections are short. I connect with the cashier who checks me out at the grocery store. And when I do, I work on cultivating a little bit of meaning there so that person can go home and say, wow, this little part of my day stood out. This guy showed up and gave a shit about who I am. So let's do that today. This card is our permission slip to really connect with each other, to connect with the people that we are, that life is going to serve us up some people today, and maybe we'll meet them regularly, maybe we will only meet them once, but no matter what, we recognize that we are connected with them, that each and every one of us shares something very fundamental. At the end of every single broadcast, I say the words aloha from paradise, and they're meaningful words for me. The word aloha means sharing the breath, and alo means share, ha is the breath. And as I go through life, I recognize that all of us are sharing breath. We are all more equal and more the same than we are different. And when we recognize that, it's so much easier to connect. It's easier to connect with people when we recognize our inherent equality, our inherent, we recognize our inherent sameness in so many ways. This world is full of people who are trying to create hierarchies or divide or show that there are different types of inequality. But the more that we realize that we all share we all share the same breath, we all recognize that the humanity in each other, the easier it is for us to connect. When I look at my friend group, it's an incredibly diverse group of people who back in the former life that I used to lead, I would never have even run into. But there's a spirit that unites us all, and that spirit that unites us all in a transcendent consciousness and a transcendent collective consciousness, that spirit is the one that I tap into when I cultivate meaningful relationships. So go forth, love the people around you. I'm going to love the people around me, and I'll talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for another wake up call. Yeah, we've been working with the digital copy of these cards. These cards are all brand new, and I haven't even printed them out yet. But those of you who have worked with me for a little while, and I've attended this class for a little while, know that there are. Well, and go over on this side. I know that there are paper cards. That's what's going on with this. My web camera has somehow gotten to be reversed. I was wondering why on earth that all of my visual cues were wrong. Everything looked completely wrong. It's because my web camera is mirrored for some reason. I didn't do it. But anyways, it became obvious when I held up the IM card, and I have to hold it up over here, and it's the Maui card. Absolutely figuring that out. Technical issues. But anyways, I am connected with you guys. I have a physical version of cards, and the folks who pick up a deck from me help me to continue supporting this broadcast. So if you'd like to help continue supporting this broadcast, send me a private message. I'll be happy to get you a physical deck out, and that just helps me to continue doing the thing I do. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. I love you, care about you, and let's just see aloha from paradise.